Hey guys, Mike Maven here. So I wanted to show you something today, okay? I wanted to show you some really great copy that's being used. It's been put really well. It's been put together really well, and it's on a product that I recently got, okay? And the product is this. Not sure if you can see it. It's a special set of duck legs, okay? This product, the packaging on this, you can tell someone has done a really great job with putting it together. They really know what they're doing. I really liked what I saw. And it's just a perfect example of sequencing a product and sequencing the copy at the correct stages so that they're really able to sell this product. Okay, now, and also remember, I'm not kind of help. I have no idea on how to package a product specifically, okay? But what I will tell you is, and what I do know about, is putting copy in the correct places at the right time. Okay, sequencing is really important when you're trying to sell a product, okay? So this is not specifically for product packaging per se, okay, but this is for website copy, if you're writing copy online, anywhere you're trying to communicate a message to sell a product. Okay, so it can be on packaging, it can be on a website, it can be on a product, it can be on a leaflet that you design. It can be anywhere you put your copy. If you're trying to sell more of a product, it's really important to get that right. Okay, and get sequencing correct. So this is a really great example of it. So let's dive into that video right now, and I will show you exactly what's so great about this copy here, and what also can be done to improve it. Okay, so let's dive into that breakdown right now.
Okay, so let's start off by looking at the front of this packaging. Okay, first of all, you can see here you've got this, this golden G. Let's see if it passes the distance test. If I set that like that, so if you look at the packaging there from far away, you can see, the thing that catches your eye is the bright golden G. Okay, the yellow G there, and that's the branding for the company, which is called Gressingham. Okay, Okay, so you can see that the G is the name of the company, which is Gressingham. But one nice little touch that they've done here is you can see this is all part of the branding of the company. If you look carefully here, where they're look at the black space here, where in between the G, okay, and you'll see that space there is actually a duck in there. Okay, you look carefully, it's a duck's head. And that's really nice branding because obviously Gressingham is, this product is duck legs, and Gressingham is a company that deals purely with ducks, okay, the duck farming. Another nice piece of the branding that they've done here is the whole actual front of the packet. Okay, this whole area here. If you look carefully, it's you can see it's the edge of it is a frying pan. Okay, so that's really nice because obviously you cook ducks, in a pan, and it just goes with the whole cooking theme. Okay, and to continue that theme, so one other thing that they've done, which is quite nice. Let me just quickly zoom in here. You can see what they've done here with the actual, just next to the G is not really necessary, but they've kind of added in this extra area here of really nice. It's just like a mixed herbs and spices. You can see some oregano there, some coriander, some a bit of thyme, and white and black crushed salt and pepper. Okay, and that all kind of goes together with the theme and the branding of this is right. Okay, this is going to be a tasty dish. It's going to be a nice meal. Okay, so that all goes together. The branding on this is done really nicely. Next, let's take a look over here. Let me just zoom into this logo, if you can see it properly. So this is a nice little area where they've kind of generated lots of trust. Okay, the whole thing here with celebrating specialty poultry, and they've got 50 years of history. Once again, they've got the zero here with the duck logo inside the middle. Okay, the yellow space there is the duck's head. And it's got farmed in Great Britain in 90s. It's basically 50 years of of being in business, and that is a trust builder. So when you look at the packaging, you kind of know straight away, right? These guys, they're not messing around. They are serious duck farmers, and it's a company that obviously it's got a long history. So therefore, what they're doing with that is they're generating lots of trust. Okay, and it's a really kind of clever way to do that. Next, the packaging also cleverly combines some, I'm guessing these must be common objections to people who buy duck legs, okay, especially for the first time. I mean, duck is not something like a product that you usually find on supermarket shelves, and so many people might kind of have a couple of concerns. So the first thing they've done here is they've got the cooking time, okay, it cooks in 90 minutes. So that's kind of letting you know that if you buy this product, it's going to be very simple to cook it. It doesn't take too much of a long time, and it's not very complex. Okay, so they're kind of easing your mind with that text that says cooks in 90 minutes. Okay. Next, to continue with that simplicity theme, if you look here, the actual name of the product, they could, if you think about it, what they could really just call the products, they could have just called it, two duck legs. Okay, but these guys, they've actually, knowing that people have might kind of be a bit weary about purchasing duck legs for the first time, or a duck product for the first time from the supermarket, the actual name, they've actually called it Two Deliciously Simple Duck Legs. Okay, and that's really clever, because that simplicity whole, a theme here is even here on the sides. Okay, so it's included there. It's included every angle that you look at the product. The whole simple fact is just being pressed all over this product. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a new product which is kind of being introduced to supermarket shelves, and the company's kind of testing. There may be duck suppliers to the trade industry, and now they're trying to get consumers to buy duck products. So this is a really kind of smart way of doing that. Next, carrying on that simplicity theme, they've got some right here, slap bang on the front of the packet. Okay, well, you can't miss it. They've got just 3 very simple steps. Okay, step 1, prick the skin and season. Step 2, roast in the oven, and step 3, rest and serve. So what they've done is they've broken up the cooking on the front of this pack, because obviously they must know that that's an objection for people to kind of think, oh, how do I cook duck? I've never bought it before. And so knowing that, on the very front of the product here, they've just broken down the cooking process into 3 very simple steps. These guys are using copy very smartly, very cleverly, and they're doing everything they can to kind of make sure that as soon as you pick this product up in the supermarket shelves, if you pick it up in your hand, or even if you just look at it, it's very clear to see that this is a high quality product, and it's very simple to cook it. One more thing that I haven't mentioned, which they've done with their branding, is if you actually take a look here, I'm not sure if this kind of will show up on the screen properly, but if you just take a look here very closely at the yellow of the G, okay, you can see that it's all corn, and it's like kind of corn and maize, which has been kind of processed and laid out so that it looks. So basically what it's indicating is that these ducks here, it kind of these are ducks, and they're corn-fed ducks. So they're not actually saying that, but by showing it and putting it into the images, into their logo, they're using the yellow color, which stands out very strongly on this on this very dark background of the frying pan. You can see it's been put together very well. It's a really thought out product, and the design of this packaging, the way they used the copy, very clever and very well done. And it also ties in very nicely with the branding. And so if you saw this packet and it caught your eye, which is very likely to do with the big bright yellow colours, and you picked up the packaging, if you were thinking about maybe buying these duck legs to try them, all of these things would be working together to actually convince you, and you'd have an increase the chance of you buying it, which then increases the company's sales. So this is really, really well done. Next, let's take a look at the back of the packaging. So once again, if you take a look here, the G logo here stands out. And also next, if you take a look here at the top left, you can see you've got a little bit of text there about breeding and hatching. They breed, hatch and rear the ducks on their farms across Great Britain. So that's very specific to the country where this packet is being sold. And also, they let you know that, listen, they are in charge of the entire process, okay, from breeding and hatching the ducks to actually rearing the ducks on their farm. So they're letting you know that they are fully in charge of the quality control process. So instantly, just by reading that, this is a very high quality product. Okay, and just underneath that you see here the red tractor logo, which basically lets you know that the ducks are well looked after, and they're kept very happy whilst they're on the farms. So once again, everything that's on this packet here, it's all being put together very nicely to make you, to convince you to buy the product and try it out. So this is, once again, it's all working very well. Really good by this company, design and branding by this company. Next, let's look into some of the copy that's written here at the back. I hope you can read this okay. So this, once again, at the top here, the theme of, the gold colour, the yellow colour, and the company name and the product, they're still continued here at the back. Next, let's take a look at this paragraph here at the back. Okay, this area of blur, this whole section, it's really well written. Okay, the whole idea of what they're doing is here in this paragraph here on the back of the packet is letting you know that the duck here that you're buying is very unique, and it's bred with other ducks, which make it really flavourful and really succulent. Okay, so if you look here really carefully, they've got the title here, which is the well-bred duck. Okay, and then if you look at the words that they use to even kind of sell it even further, make it sound really luxurious, it's renowned for its superior taste and succulence. Okay, making it a favourite amongst restaurant chefs. Okay, you see all these words here, they're kind of emboldened. Okay, and it makes you kind of really look at it and make those kind of words stick out. Okay, because it lets you know that, hold on, even restaurant chefs use this duck, so therefore it must be a really great product because, hey, restaurant chefs use it. Okay, and it's also, it's got a reputation for its taste and its succulence. So even the words they use, superior, okay, superior taste, the word succulence, it makes it sound very, very premium. Okay, the words they've picked, it is really well written. This is very great copy on the back of the packet here. They continue to carry on letting you know and say, it's grown and packed on red tractor assured farms. So basically here in the UK, red tractor farms are basically, farms that have been through a quality control process to make sure that animals are really well looked after. So a lot going on here in the back of this packaging, and it's all done really well to kind of make you and convince you to purchase this product. Okay, so I hope you can see how, even though this is not product, it's not product specific. Like this could appear on the website, this could appear on packaging, this could appear anywhere. Okay, so this is not. I'm not doing a breakdown here of the packaging here. This is using copy and how it's applied to kind of sell products and make them move off the shelves. Okay, in order to increase sales and revenue of any product. Next, let's kind of take a look a little bit lower and show you what they're doing just underneath that section of text there. One thing that they do have also here is to kind of assure you once again is that if you do not know how to cook duck, okay, they've got recipes and more things going on like that here, and they've even given you a link here to the site where they further can give you more recipes and tell you how to cook it. So even once again, if you're unsure about really how to cook the duck, they've even got that covered. Okay, so they're doing a really good job of kind of convincing you to purchase this product, especially if you don't know how to really cook duck or you haven't done it before. Okay, so they're doing really well with that. The next thing they do after that is straight here, is where they are literally telling you to, they preheat the oven and they give you the cooking instructions. So once again, they followed the theme from the front of the packet. Okay, but now they've expanded on it and they've used pictures. They've given you very specific instructions here. They've used it in nice, simple terms. They've broken it down. Cooking duck, they've broken it down into 3 simple steps. So that's really good. Okay, even the way each of these cards is laid out, okay, you can see it follows a very specific pattern. Okay, so you've got the title in the colour which matches the theme from earlier, so it's nice branding. Then they break down with an image. Okay, it shows you what it looks like, and it's just got a small section of text, and every single one of these cards follows that same process. Okay, so it's very uniform, it looks good together, it all comes together very nicely, and it just all looks very, very simple. So they're doing a great job on the actual packaging of the duck to break it down and make it look like it's really simple to cook duck. One thing that is missing here is it would be nice to see maybe something like this information here at the top here. I think this is really important information, and I think a lot of people now, they would have lots of questions about the welfare of the animals that they're eating. I think this would have been really nice on the front of the packet somewhere, but I think it probably wasn't put on the front of the packet because they have possibly run out of space there. Because if you take a look, the front of the packet is actually still quite, it's quite busy already. So I mean, there's still some space here a little bit at the top. I mean, I think they could have included it possibly here or somewhere down the side, but it's just it's a very small detail that I think is missing from an otherwise really great piece of packaging for a product. I mean, all the copy is done really well, it's branded really nicely, the colours go together well, and I'm guessing by putting something like this together, they would have, this company Gressingham, they would have paid a lot of money to have someone put all this together, because they've got a lot of moving parts which have all come together really nicely. So I can tell this was done by someone who knows a lot about marketing, a lot about copy, and a lot about branding. And this is just a really great, the reason I'm making this video is just so you can take a look and see how copy and branding and just really good marketing comes together, so that you can see it on a real life product. Okay, so I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please click to subscribe and click the bell notification. If you want to know more information, like see more stuff like this, go to our website is TopGrowthExperts.com, and I'll be putting more of these videos up soon. Okay, so bye for now.